Heyo, guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here, and I had this video request from the Preparing for 2022 survey, and the reason of why I didn't make this video quite yet was because I didn't know how to word it. Also, I mentioned parts of this story in the Q&As and stuff like that, but I'm going to share the full story today. So I'm gonna start off by saying the story of this channel, aka Why Pastry. So the story started in 2018 when me and Omega were sitting in science class, and he's kind of sensing that I was starting to feel a little restless with my life when I mostly just hanged out with friends and gamed. He pretty much told me, "Hey Pastry, you should create something." And I look at him and say, "I don't know how to draw. How am I supposed to make something when I can't even draw?" Then he's like, "Hey, that's only an idea." Then in 2019, I was watching the big name storytime animators, and I'm thinking about my Camp Potato story and thought, hey, my life is interesting enough to be a storytime animator. Then later on, I'm like looking at my art, then I'm like, I'm kidding myself. I can't draw for crap. Then when I started creating Pastry, I thought about Omega's nickname for my dog and was like, hey, that'd be a nice name for a character. But I only had one issue with this. I can't draw. Then when I even tried to draw, I ended up hating it. Then one day I watched this one video from cypherden saying how all artists have hated their art at one point and has those pieces that they never post. Then I took inspiration from this and started drawing and developing Pastry. And my design choice was based off of what I could draw at the time. And so I drew it again and again, and I pretty much drew at least once a day every day. And it took me one full year to develop Pastry. Now that I have this character, I spend all of 2020 figuring out how to animate, which fun fact, that was my New Year's resolution, and I was pretty much a very small percentage of people who actually did their New Year's resolution that year. But anyways, then later on in 2021, I figured out that I'm not a girl. I was really frustrated with myself for a bit because I literally spent a full year developing this character that now don't quite fit me. What I ended up deciding to do was just keep Pastry like they were, but draw them structurally like a male instead of a female, so that they fit me more. Also in 2021, I decided to actually start story timing because I can't just be fumbling around with the software for all my days. So I think back to the beginning when I said to myself, I want to make that Camp Potato story, and then I have had interesting things happen to me that I remember to script. Later on, I'm like, wait a minute, animation will never get me the watch time I need. So I thought about starting a stream show, but I didn't want to start any stream show. I decided to do a fully original stream show by the name of Pastry's Audio Game, and ended up having other random shows as well, which the turnout for my stream shows were better than I thought. And apparently I'm a good show host, and I'm going to keep on with my streams, and now it's basically a regular part of the channel. So for all of those who have ever asked me what's the story behind my channel, this is it. Another video means another end card. How are you guys doing, guys, girls, and in-betweeners? And this is the end of this video, apparently, and I hope you guys enjoyed me explaining why I did Rebellious Pastry, and I hope we can get to 500 Donut Batch members soon, so I can go ahead and show you guys my surprise, which it's a pretty cool surprise, and I'm definitely gonna be keeping up with it, too. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, and I hope this answers some questions about why I choose to do this channel, and it definitely is gonna answer at least some of those questions for you. So I hope that this video helps you guys. And yeah, this is the first week that I fully got back into the channel, which I hope you guys could notice that. And we're gonna continue on with the stream shows, and yeah. Anyways, I platonically love you, my donut batch, and see you in the future to come.